All right, we got healthcare. Will dare that? This is a wild stock. Look at these ranges are enormous, right? Yeah, absolutely enormous. Um, let's do an extension. Yeah, that's the if you see it, that's the game that they are playing, ladies and gentlemen. You see it from this low, like basically the beginning of this parabolic move to the high to the next low, and that's the game that we're playing. We stopped out. I mean, mind you, my numbers could be off just a little bit, so that's probably why they're off just a little bit. But 191, no, we're fine. I don't want to draw another one. 191.22 is really close to 89.26, so my numbers could be off, and you'll see it like it's it is stopping, and it is showing things at these numbers all around the board. You'll see here, the stop out right there, the rejection, the support. I mean, it's basically all around these numbers. And now we're holding the 159.22, which is what, 30 points away from the high, or not really the high. Is it the high? Yes, it is the high. So we're 30 points out. We were just there May 4th, and we got destroyed. So, which makes perfect sense. We talk, like, there's just a whole bunch of sellers right there. Looks like we're headed, and we hit all the way down to the hundreds. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 days of just massive selling. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at this. 4 days, 30 points. So keep it in mind. This stock has the ability to move and move drastically, which means our implied volatility will be higher. So you will not be buying any options with this for any cheap price. They're all relatively going to be expensive. Why? Because of 30 points in 4 days, right? So again, if it can hold this 159.22, then I would go maybe delta 20s 2 3 months out. Your delta 20s would probably gonna bring you up to like your 200 mark, give or take, uh, out for July. So you're really just trying to get some volatility on this, like some gamma explosion, because if it has one big day, let's say, I mean, if it has, this is a week, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, has 5 days like this, and you're around the 200s, and it goes from like 150 to 180, your 200s are gonna explode. So I would play that if you didn't have a lot of money. If you had a lot of money, wait till it holds to 159 and then go heavy and look for it to break above this 188. I mean, but be careful, because if it could get rejected again and fly down. ABBV. Um, I would say that's just really frustrating. We are in this one right now. I don't know where. There it is. The phone. Let me get the phone. Tell you what we're in. So Friday was just a bad day, right, for ABBV, but I think we have close to a month before expiration date, so that should be fine. Hold on. All right, now I'm back. Let's go ABBV. So we got the July 125s. Yeah, those look fine to me. We are down to $11. Friday hurt us $30. Sarepta. Ooh. We have already gone $11 off the low. And this has been massive destruction. I kind of like it, right? Look at this. We held the red line. Our next target is 89, which is 10 points, would mean that there's a 20-point move. So that's almost a 30% move, give or take. I think my numbers are right, from the low, right? So that's a massive move. It looks as if this could be turning the corner, right? Don't forget, this was not that long ago a $181 stock that got destroyed to 79. I mean, they like to fill gaps, and this is a massive, massive gap. I don't even understand this gap. It literally dropped 100 or like 90 points. So if it can like turn around, there is a massive amount of movement that could happen in this stock. Um, I'm curious. So we're looking 180 days out. Oops. All right, 100. Oh man. All right, the 125s still cost you. We're talking about $2.25, give or take $2.30, and that's a 125s. So right here, halfway through is like a dollar, and that is November, 180 days out. When was this up here? So this is last year. I'd almost want to. I mean, I know this sounds stupid, but if this can show me that it wants to continuously move higher, I would buy some very far out of the money options about basically the 181 to 200s. But I'm talking about we'd have to be almost in expiration 2022 some year. Give it a long time because this is an entire year. So we're talking about all of 2021. It has been just looking terrible. GILD. Let me tell you the position we are in. This one, we are in the July 16th 75s. We got it for 50 cents. They're 42 now. Uh, that's because of Friday. All right. It's 100% because of Friday. So we'll check it out. If I mean, mind you, this is why it's very difficult to have a stop on this because it's 50 cents. So yeah, a stop at 25 cents. But yeah, Merc. Merc looks like it's doing okay. Okay, yeah. So I remember last week I was concerned about holding the 78.66. So it looks like this whole week we jumped above the 78, made it all the way up to 80, then crashed on Friday. But what's looking lovely is Wednesday. Look, we broke below, but we touched perfectly and then bounced again, which now it's bringing our lines higher. I would like to see kind of uh if we can stay above the 78.66, like I wanted to kind of do it like it's already down here. So if it kind of can goes like this and then up here, then down and catches us right around like this level, right? So I wanted to go down to the 78, go back up to 80, then come back down to the 79, and then it'd be a little bit better position for me to want to get in. Pfizer. Having a hard time beating that 40. I mean, we broke out, which is beautiful, 50 cents above. But as you can see, we have been around this number for about a week, week and a half, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So basically 3 weeks, right? Yeah, it went down, but we're hovering around here for 3 weeks. If we can stay above, right? It did not. Our target's 40. It ended on Friday at 39.95. I mean, it's close, but it did not close above it. If it can close above it and stay above it, then look for it to take out 41. And then where's target after 41 with a high of 43. Johnson and Johnson. Already kind of just looking, and it looks like it is poised to do some. Oof. This is knocking on the window. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is difficult. It is really close. So it could be very easy to be like, yep, let's just go for it. However, we broke above, but we got rejected pretty strong, and we did not get rejected at the high, right? The high, we got rejected at 72.64. The high is 73.65, right? So a $1 basically from the high, which is right here. So if it could stay above the 68.07, right? You see why I say that? So we got rejected. It broke out, so it took out some stops. It took out the shorts here, took out the shorts here, and well, shorts there too. Took them out. Got rejected, right? So if it can stay above the 68.07, then I would say the longs are still in control. If it drops below there, then reevaluate the situation, because it probably took out the longs that got in, like literally right here and right here, if that makes sense. AstraZeneca. Impressive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Basically kind of went parabolic on us. Not exactly what I was expecting, but I would be very careful, because I could see this happening, because this is a gapper. You see how it gapped up? That could be the exhaustion gap. So you see what I'm saying? This is probably the prof gap, the professional gap, right? Because it went down and it gapped high, and then they sold it to everybody that was getting in late, and then bought it at the end of the day, and then was able to let it go higher. This could be the end for it to gap up, come back down to the 55. I would like to see what happens, because it does have the capability to go all the way down to the red and yellow line, and it's gone pretty far. I mean, it's only $7, but just be easy. We are close to resistance. I'd want to see it come down just a little bit before I buy it. And BMY. Oh man, look at Friday. It's just horrendous. So look at this. It broke out of its channel though, right? It broke out and got rejected. Wait, where did it close though? Closed above, right? So this is fine that it lost 92 cents basically at the end of the day. It still gained 5 cents, right? And it closed above our line of 67. We have the July 16th or July 16 80 calls. Friday kind of destroyed us. No, for no other reason than probably Friday morning when it gapped up to 67.92. My options were probably worth a decent amount, but then they got destroyed for this one reason, a vol crush, right? Because let's look at Friday. Yeah, exactly. So it gapped up high and then they dropped it. So if I had sold right there, it would have been a decent profit. But if you kind of see what they did, they doing this more than once, right? Right there, right there. It's catching itself back up. Bristol Myers, I don't see any issue with it going higher from here. Ooh. Excuse me. This is interesting. So we have a multi-year, 3-year high right here at the this was 120 of 2000 at 68.32 or 34, excuse me. Um, if it can, when we're in a weekly squeeze, if this breaks, this is gonna break and it's gonna break strong. That's hence the reason I probably have the 80s. So yeah, let's pay close attention to it. If you've been loading up, keep loading up because it looks as if it's going to break to the long side, and this is a 2-year squeeze. So the pressure on this could be massive. UNH, United Health Group, up and away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we were here. I was probably last week concerned that we might get rejected. We did not. We made it all the way up to 425 and then got rejected. So I would look for it to come maybe down to 394, but that's far away from here. This stock went great, and then go from there. I don't. There's Oh, these are weeks. I'm sorry. Now I'm going to months. Let's go back to days. All right, there we go. I was like, man, something just doesn't look right. Yeah, there we go. Right? Because I was like, well, why? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is where we were last week. Okay. This makes a lot more sense. So we hit our 125. And then since that time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So basically 2 weeks since we hit this. So this what was probably a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So yeah, this is Monday to Friday of 2 weeks. Friday got us rejected. Like just so be careful. We hit our blue line, but we've hit it twice. We hit our green line. Look for it to hit the green line one more time, maybe. But most definitely, it seems like it's waiting for the red line to come up, which is where, I mean, it all started on, this is not that long ago. This is only March. Excuse me. So 3 months ago, we're 75 points up. It needs to revert back to the mean, excuse me. So one of two ways that this can do this. It can drop or it can just stay stagnant until the next line comes. When did they report? They reported 4, so they report again in 3 months, which is 7, so like a month and a half.